Hello, human worms. This is Air Commander Starscream, future leader of the Decepticons. And I am telling you, this video is made for adult collectors. No one under the age of 13 should be viewing this. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. Now, this week's video is going to be a twofer. So basically, I'm introducing Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Thundercracker, and Starscream. Now, I'm pretty sure you've already seen reviewers of these characters. It is my privilege to actually be able to finally get these. For anyone that's been following my channel, over the past few months, the videos have been really sporadic because I've been trying to liquidate a lot of my collection because I was basically in between jobs. Now that I'm back on track, I'm trying to go ahead and make up not only for lost time, but also lost collection. So I got lucky when I found Thundercracker and Thundercracker and Starscream at one of my Walmarts in my area. So I was able to get them one at a time, but I figured since I got them both out, I might as well go ahead and have fun and play with them and see about reviewing them. So they do, for those of you that have already seen them, you already know they turn into their G1 Tetrajet mode. There's already some repo labels and accessories for both of these, and I think Skywarp as well. I am planning on getting Skywarp. I may go ahead and go through Hasbro Pulse for that one, because it's difficult to find them out in the wild right now. But, if I do get it, I'm going to go ahead and review him as well. Also, in previous reviews, they've mentioned something about the head sculpts that Skywarp is smirking where it should be Starscream and vice versa. So I'm going to go ahead and be doing that. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and just review on the figures. Now, as you can tell, they have that traditional G1 look. They got the the dry brushing for, battle worn and all that good stuff, and like I mentioned before, on certain figures it looks great, on others not so much. This is not too bad, again, they have their usual, basic G1 robotic look to them. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the box art here, take these guys out of the way. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. Alright, so there the box art. As you can tell, you got the traditional red lettering Transformers, the Generation Sun on the top right, Takara Tomy on the very top right, of course the stamped visage of Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy. On the left of the plastic window, you have Starscream and his WFC number. Hold on, I'm gonna need my reading glasses, folks. There we go. Of course, I gotta go ahead and twist 180, which is very difficult for me to do. I'm not that flexible. So as you can tell, you got that. What is it? Yeah, WFC 82, or is that an 8 or an S? I think it's an 8. Let me just zoom in here. Yeah, it's S24. Okay. And of course, sorry. There you have the So I have it in. You have his magnificent artwork. You got Starscream and a scowl here, which honestly, you know what? It's good piece of art. I like it, but honestly, I think they should have given him that traditional smirk he always has. And of course, you know, he's a Voyager class figure. And I'm not gonna butcher up the multi-language description of the type of class. Then you have on the other side, you know, the poster art. I as I stated before, and I think I say this with every Siege figure, if there is, you know, if a company's gonna put out, you know, a long poster of this, I'm so buying this shit, honestly. Now we turn this around, and of course I'm gonna try and focus. Sorry folks, there we go. Come on, thank you. Then you have the product shots where he's holding up a Battle Master. There's his Tetrajet mode. You know. Now, one thing I do miss in terms of the packaging is they could have put a tech spec on there, honestly, or at least, you know, have him with a card with a tech spec and his function stuff you know, during this era of the Transformers history. Of course, you got on the bottom, you know, made in Vietnam, you know, information, barcode, authentic Transformers, and of course the big O Decepticon symbol. There's going to be some changes going on this year with my production. I do want to go ahead and have either like a type of like robotic warehouse, or you know, some sort of background that I can use. I know it's looking kind of bland. I was using a small, you know, light stage, but that one is falling apart slowly, and as my figures are starting to go up in size, I need to go ahead and find a different type of stand. So that's going to be coming soon. Anyway, let me go ahead and show off Thundercracker. It's pretty much the same way, you know, the whoa! Oh God! Alrighty, that was funny. Okay, so, you know, as you can tell, you know, you put them too close to the edge, that's what happens. That's a good thing that the figures were already out. So anyway, as I was saying, like with Starscream, you know, you have the same type of design window. With Thundercracker, his is, and I'm going to try and focus. Yeah, it is S39. Okay, so now we have a number, and of course you have this great looking artwork, and I'm going to try and stay still. Try and focus on that. There we go. Now it kind of looks like he's got a smirk, but it's not translating all that well with Thundercracker. That's how come it's like in the toy, you know, we see he's got that smirk. In the artwork, if it's a smirk, it's not coming off all that well to begin with. So what I'm going to do, like everyone else has done, I'm going to switch off the heads, but that's for, you know, that may be another video, or I may add it at the end, who knows. But as you can tell, some really great artwork. Whoever the artist is fucking awesome. And as you can tell, it is a Voyager class. Again, the great, awesome looking poster art. And then you have, you know, the product shots. Again, with the Battle Masters, the effects, Tetrajet design, the big battle hammer. You know, if I wind up getting that battle hammer, more than likely I'm going to pass that along to either Siege Ultra Magnus, or I may pass it along to Ironhide, because it's got, you know, Ironhide colors, so I may go ahead and do it that way. Anyway, moving on. You know, right there, you know, great product shots and stuff. So that is it for the boxes. So give me a moment to go ahead and switch out a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and review each of the designs. Now, I may just go ahead and, just to let you know ahead of time, I may go ahead and just showcase articulations, because they're pretty much basically off the same mode, just different color schemes and certain head designs. Okay, folks, there they are, imposed differently. Not too bad. You see Starscream, just pointing his weapons at at everyone, and we have Thundercracker just posing away like, whatever. So as you can tell, with this line, it seems like it's a lot more than just transformability, but posability. Hence, the articulations these figures have had, and I'm pretty sure everyone has seen that, from Megatron and Optimus to Ultra Magnus, to Sideswipe and Hound, Soundwave, and then these guys that I'm putting out today. I'm thinking this line is going to beat all the others because of their articulation and such. Now, I have been seeing some reviews that are coming in from overseas about a couple of the Earthrise figures, Optimus Prime and shit. Cliff Jumper. There we go. Good God, I'm going old. Soon I'll be lucky to even know who the fuck I am. Damn it. Anyway, so I'm seeing some good stuff. I'm actually looking forward to Optimus. Honestly, though, not just Optimus. I'm really looking forward to seeing Megatron in his Earthrise. I want to find out if they're going to do him like the G1 Megatron, if they're going to give him his gun mode. That would be fucking awesome. But again, we'll have to see. Okay, sorry, I had to go ahead. Someone was posting up something about some Transformer figs at Dollar Tree, so I was like, hey, I want some. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead. I've been talking too much for the past 3 minutes now, so let's go ahead and get on with the articulation. So, oh goodness. Alright, so here we have Starscream. I'm going to go ahead and put him up and focus. Thank you much. Now, as you can tell, he's got a lot of good coloring, some really good dry brushing. Like I said, sometimes dry brushing works on some, not on a whole lot of others. As you can tell, and let's see, there we go. As you can tell, they went all out in terms of the paint applications just for the figure in general. The silver of the turbines there on his chest. Then you have his face, a good nice silver with deep red, optics. That is awesome. And I think there is some light piping. And damn, I should have brought, oh, never mind. So yes, there we go. So there's that light piping. It's not painted. So as you can tell, there he is. Oh my god, that is fucking awesome. Don't you guys think? Man. Okay. I'm gonna turn that off. Otherwise, I'm just going to go gush. Anyway, so as you can tell, there's a lot of good molded detail on his chest, his arms, basically around the whole body. I guess some dry brushing. Again, it's because they've been at war for several centuries, and so forth and so on. But I like the molded details, some really good paint applications and such. Along the side there, you can tell right off the bat. On his wings back here, when I go to the back, you got his thrusters. It's all painted out silver. Some splotches here and there, the Decepticon symbol there. Now I have seen the third-party Tetrajet versions that have been reviewed previously and stuff. I honestly wish I had gotten those, but at that time they were still a little bit too pricey for me, and they probably still are. In the third-party market, but if I get the chance to review those, I'll review those. But right now, this is what we have. So now we're going to get down to articulation. Now his head is on a ball joint. This is a really stiff ball joint. So he's able to do 360 rotation. He can slightly look up. He can look down a bit. Left, right, or right, left, whichever. His wings can go back if you so wish, but I think that's just due to transformation in a way. His arm can go out like so, can rotate 360. He does have that rotation there. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a type of pivot there, so you can be able to move his arm forward like so. So it just goes out even further. And if you want to go ahead and just have him do that, like Dick Tracy wristwatch action. And of course he's got a bicep swivel. His arm can bend, about almost 90 degrees. And it's got these two hinges right here. But again, that's probably due to the transformation, because this bicep does go into the forearm. And he does have wrist rotation, which is awesome, but sometimes it opens up because basically you have to just flip his hand in there for transformation. He does have a waist swivel, which is pretty cool. He can kick up, do high kick. Got that little, well, I guess in this line, all the Seekers had this type of, high heel type thing. His foot can swing out like so, and can swing back just a bit. His leg can kick just back so much because of this back portion here. He can kick off to the side, and this is really tight on here. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but that is some really good tightness to this leg, so you're not going to have any problems in keeping a pose, or the leg's going to drop anytime soon. I really doubt that's going to happen. So it kicks out, and then he's got a upper thigh swivel. His knee, he can bend at the knee by 90 degrees. So there you go, like so. And of course he's got that ankle pivot. Now I noticed that between Starscream and Thundercracker, the ankle pivot's a little bit better on Thundercracker than it is on Starscream. But well, or maybe not, who knows. So let me go ahead and try that. So like so, let me zoom and that. So, okay, maybe not. So I think the issue was with Thundercracker. Oh yeah, sorry, that is Thundercracker, because I'm gonna try and zoom in here. Okay, so if you look at the foot here, see, it tends to go back. It doesn't stay still. So there may be something in here that is not making this lock in here. so it tends to automatically just go up. That's the problem was with Thundercracker. But you know what? All in all, it looks good. I like the way its posability. It is freaking awesome. And focus, thank you. Okay, so sorry, I'm just having problems with my recording device here, which is my iPhone 7. Yes, folks, I still have a 7 Plus here. The way I just follow an old rule: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So right now, this thing is still working for me. So the day that they stop making updates for this thing, then I'll go ahead and upgrade. Until then, hey, I'm not gonna worry about it. So I'm not gonna go ahead and do the same with Thundercracker, mostly because again, it's the same mode. I just wanted to show you the differences when it comes down to the ankle tilts for both of these figures. Because as you saw with Thundercracker, on his right leg or his right foot, it seems to just snap back, into its previous position. It will not tilt like Starscream does. So it's all good. I'm not going to complain about it. That's just a little quirk. I think it's just my copy. It's not indicative of the whole run with Thundercracker, so I wouldn't really worry about it. And like I said, it's the same mode with the exception of the face sculpt, and that's going to change in a few minutes anyway. But the action is still the same between Thundercracker and Starscream. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see about transforming them. Okay, folks, so there he is. I'm going to try and make sure he's focused. Thank you. And now we're going to go ahead and transform him. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to remove the weapons. Now, normally you can transform even with the weapons on, but you know what? There's some areas that you want to make sure they're seen. So now we're going to go ahead and lift the arm up, and there it is on this side. And go ahead and open up his hand, or I should say his forearm, and slide his hand in. So make sure that is focused up. And just slide that in, lock that in place, and now you're going to go ahead and move this this bicep into his forearm like so. Boom. So for those that didn't see, and I'm going to try and pull closer, this forearm goes inside by just sliding it back like so. Got that? Cool. Now we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing for the other arm. So like again, open that up, slide the hand in, or not slide, but just rotate the hand in, put that in there. And then now you're going to put the forearm like so. Bah. As easy peasy, I guess. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these air intakes and we're going to take them off the back here. Now, one of the things about this is that they are held by a peg. So we're going to go ahead and just pull this off from the back like so. Oops. And we're going to do the same with the other one. Boom, like that. So this is what I was talking about for those that didn't see it the first time. There's a slot right here. There's a peg right there, and that goes right in here. So now you're going to rotate these deals right here, bottom, and when you rotate it together, there's a tab right here, there's a slot on here that goes on both sides. So you just slide those in and boom, like so. Ta-da! Alright, so now you got the very least the beginnings of the nose cone and cockpit for his Tetrajet mode. Now at this point, what we're going to do is this little gray piece. So you may have noticed there is a tab right there, and let me see if I can focus that. Okay, and that goes into the slot in the back of his head. So you're going to tab that right there like so, And now that is going to slide into his back. Now we're going to go ahead and move his chest open, because the minute you put the head in, this lifts up and that brings the chest open and full. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. So now we're going to go and rotate the waist like so, and we're going to collapse these the feet here against the thrusters. So this goes, oops, trying to keep in focus, folks, I do apologize. Okay, so we're going to put these feet together, collapse them in like so. This one back here, the heel, and then the foot. Heel, foot. So now for those that have just got it and you notice that there's like a spring-loaded action going on here, there's a reason for that, and this is for when you transform them into vehicle mode. So you're going to go ahead and just put his leg in, and this is supposed to spring like that, and boom, it's supposed to go right back here. So it's going to be at an angle, and I'm going to show that to you. Also, another thing you will notice, that even though it is part of the design, this little, I want to call it a tab or divot, this actually goes into a slot back here. So when you transform into vehicle mode, it's going to oh, there we go, it's going to slide right in there, so that way it kind of locks it in like so. Boom, and there you go. So that is that part there. Now I'm going to go ahead and slide this front piece. Oh yeah, one other thing, we need to angle out these hands. This is where what I was talking about earlier, this is also due to part of transformation. So we're going to twist that here like so. We're going to do the other one for those that didn't see it the first time. I'm going to twist that arm down like that. Now we're going to twist the arm a little bit, and for those that did not notice, there are a couple slots here, there are a couple tabs here. That's where they fit in to lock it into place in vehicle mode. As you can tell, that is now on there. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So there we go, twist that there, it's going to lock into place here. There we go. Oh, sorry. So now we're getting close. Now this back piece here, boom, we're going to go ahead and just slide that back there against. Now I don't know what, oops, sorry folks. Okay, so seeing this in the back, honestly I don't like it. I'm just going to be upfront and with it. I don't like that we're seeing this back piece. I'm going to go ahead and show you. This back piece should be covering this up. So though it will show up at the tip, but it's not going to cover this portion up. So if there is a third-party company that can do something to put it like an add-on kit to cover this up to show an additional thruster, that'd be great. I know that Toy Hacks is doing repo labels for these Tetrajets. Apparently there's going to be an add-on kit to expand this this top portion a little bit higher to make it more G1. But this back here, yeah, I mean, yeah, we can probably use our imaginations and stuff to go ahead and pretend that these turbines are actually thrusters, but yeah, no, this chest piece right here still, no, that's not going to work out. So there's also, I noticed a couple of tabs on either side here, so we need to pull this out a bit. There we go, and we're going to leave that alone. Now we're going to go ahead and put these wings here. I'm going to go ahead and slide it under there. Boom. sorry, I'm trying to keep this in focus, but at the same time it's like not just in focus but in frame, but at the same time I'm also looking at this. So there we go. So we're gonna do the same thing. As you can tell, there's like a type of edge right here that goes underneath this, so slide that under there, and there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and take this on slightly back piece, and it's going to slide up right back here. And like these tabs, these tabs that you see poking out on either side, they go into these slots right here on either side of the chest. So hang on a sec, just trying to go ahead and make sure they are aligned properly. There we go, like that. And come on. There we go. Okay, so we need to pull the feet down just a bit. There we go, much better. Alright, so oops, damn it. Okay, for those that didn't see that, so have to pull the back of the feet down just a bit to give it some clearance. Now we can go ahead and close this out, and there we go. So that's on there. Now we can go ahead and take this back piece and let it slide back here. Oh really? Damn it. Okay, hang on folks, this is getting really frustrating. There we go. So we gotta go ahead and put these back thrusters back here. We gotta put this back up here, so that way, like that. Now, you know, you still see his original thrusters for his feet back here, but again, it's this back piece right here. Yeah, I can understand why there was a third-party market to go ahead and create those Tetrajets to where they transform and they wrap around the robot body and everything. There's a lot of robot kibble on this thing. Now, oh, almost forgot. Sorry. So you do have his null race too, where you can, there's like a couple of options. You can place it right here on the side like so, and if it will go in there, thank you much. And you can put it like that, or, and I'm going to show you that real quick. There we go. Okay, or you can go ahead and put it underneath the wing, like in the G1 jet mode, and like so, and there you go, like that, which is pretty awesome looking, really. Let me keep it like that. But again, like I said, you know, depending on how it's angled, you know, it's a good jet mode. But if you do it from underneath, you're gonna see Starscream's legs and arms. It's a lot of robot kibble. That's how come I had made that mention about the third-party, you know, device. I mean, not device, third-party figure from a few years back that I saw. But you know, it is what it is. It's a great mode and everything. And I'm pretty sure they would, you know, do some comic book magic and whatnot. Because I mean, let's face it, in the cartoon they did the exact same thing. They're in robot, they transform, and they all became. Well, I got in a call. Okay, folks. So just had a call from my better half. She was asking me a couple questions. So anyway, as you can tell, you know, you got your, like I was mentioning earlier, you got your robot kibble and the legs and arms still on here, but you know, it works. And then of course you have your weapons underneath the wings, like in his original G1, you know, jet mode. But I also have Thundercracker, and I have him with his with his weapons on his shoulders. So you have two different variations as to how you can have the weapons put on there. Now, considering that they're both the same mode, the only differences are in color, and of course the head design, which or not the head design, but the head sculpts. Thundercracker, unfortunately has the smirking face. So just to, just to go ahead and, sorry, just to go ahead and just keep things in order, so to speak. I'm probably going to go ahead and switch that out. But there they are, folks, and go ahead and leave your thoughts, questions, concerns, comments. Put them in the comment section down below. I want you to go ahead, share this video with friends, and so forth. Click on the bell to get notifications of new videos, as I've been trying to go ahead and make this a weekly or bi-weekly thing in terms of putting videos out. This would be greatly appreciated, and it would help my channel so much in this case. And especially with everything that's going on with YouTube, and then with COPA and their enforcement and stuff like that. I want to continue to make these videos, which is why I've been starting to put, or at least film, disclaimers. These disclaimers, basically, I'm going to try and make them as entertaining as possible, but I'm also going to put the disclaimer on my videos in the descriptions, because I don't want there to be any confusion that just because these are toys, that these videos are made for kids. No, they are not. They're made for the adult collector, and that's who I'm catering these videos to, the adult collector. For those of us that grew up with G1 back in 1984, for those of us that suffered through Generation 2, and then basically fell in love with Beast Wars, and then continued on, with Car Robot or Robots in Disguise, and then with Energon and Cybertron, Galaxy Force, and then of course with the new, with the Michael Bay movies, and then with Transformers Animated, and then Transformers Prime, and of course with Rescue Bots, and then of course with Cyberverse. You can tell I'm not all that pleased with that one. I actually have not watched an episode of it at all. Yeah. So I'm hoping that if Netflix, does do a Transformers series, that it gets done right, But again, here's hoping. So, without any further ado, once again, this is Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Siege, Thundercracker, and Starscream. Damn it! You can tell I want Skywarp to complete the trio. Damn it! Anyway, Thundercracker and Starscream. There we go. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.